There are a number of hats that you can get in Fallout New Vegas, and in this video I will show you how to get them. Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. The first hat we're going to look at is the police hat. To get your hands on it, you will need to go through the west side west entrance. It is directly west of the gun runners. Once you make it, just go ahead and go inside. Once inside, what you want to do is go and find an NPC called Dermot, and he is usually found towards the south side of this particular area. Now, the hat that he is wearing, the police hat to be specific, there are two ways you can get it off him. The first way is to kill him, and the second way is to use the reverse pickpocketing mechanics to give him a headgear that has a better defense rating, and then simply leave the area, come back in, and you would have switched to that better headgear item. And then if you pickpocket him again, you can take the armor from him. So in this instance, just to show you how that works, as opposed to killing him, I'm going to use the reverse pickpocketing to give him something better, and then we can come back and take the hat from him later.
The NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war.
And with that, I have now given him a combat helmet. So what should happen is if I leave the area and come back in, then he should take off the police hat and wear the combat helmet instead. And then I can simply pickpocket him and take the police hat from him. So now that I've left the area, simply go back in. And now if we go back to Dermot, he should be wearing the combat helmet and he should have taken off the police hat instead. In fact, if we have a look, we can see that he has indeed switched his headgear. So now if you pickpocket him, you should be able to just take the police hat from him. And with that, you should now have the police hat. The next two hats we will look at is going to be the fire helmet and the construction hat, both of which are found in the same area. To get the two hats, you will need to go to Raoul's shack, and from here, we will head east into a train tunnel that's sort of a somewhat unmarked location found roughly here. So what you want to do is head to Raoul's shack. Raoul's shack is directly east of the gun runners. So once you get to the shack, from here, what you want to do is head southeast. And do be warned that in this particular area, you will randomly encounter death claws. So this might not be an area you can get to at a relatively low level. But with that out of the way, as you sort of head east, you should see the entrance to a tunnel, which is over there. Now, the door to the tunnel itself is locked with a very hard lock, so you will need to be able to unlock hard locks as well to get in. So with that, go ahead and open this door. Once inside, what you want to do is just follow the tunnel through. Now, as you do this, this tunnel will be filled with feral ghouls as well as mines, so do be cautious of that. Now, as you sort of hug this right wall, you will find this wastelander. And if you go ahead and search the wastelander, on him, you will find the fire helmet. Now, if you carry on, now hug the wall on your left side this time, and take the first left exit that you see. So that would be right here. Again, go through this door, and as you look to your left, on the desk will be the construction hat. The next hat we will get is the Tuxedo Hat, and it is found on Mortimer inside the Ultralux Casino. To get access to the casino, you will need to go through the Strip North Gate. That is directly west of the gun runners. Now once you make it through, just go ahead and go straight. Now if you're not familiar where the casino is, you basically keep on going straight through these gates. When you get into the next area, again, just head south, and what you want to do is go through these next set of gates right over here. So let's go ahead and go through these gates also. And as you do that, if you look to your left, you should see the Ultralux Casino right over there. And what you want to do is once inside, you will need to go and find Mortimer. Now, sadly, unlike Dermot, with Mortimer, I wasn't able to use the reverse pickpocketing. It just doesn't really work on him. So what you will do instead is sadly kill him. Anyway, just go ahead and go inside. Now, once inside, Mortimer is usually found towards the very end of this particular casino. So what you want to do is just sort of follow this path. So we're sort of heading southeast, so towards the end really. And if you do that, he should be right there behind this reception. Now what you want to do is to make this as easy as possible is go to sneak mode and use a weapon that will do relevantly a lot of damage in sneak attack. So in my instance, I'm using Chance's knife. So go sneak up right behind him and try and take him out with just one hit. And if you then search him, on him will be the Tuxedo Hat. The next hat we will look at is the Sheriff's Hat, and it is found in Prim. Prim is directly far south of Goodsprings. So once you make it to Prim, from here what you want to do is just head north, and on the other side of this large building will be somewhat of a small shack. And what you want to do is go inside this particular building. And once inside, the Sheriff's Hat will pretty much be right there on the floor waiting for us to take it. So once inside, just look to your left, so you're heading west, and on the floor will be the Sheriff's Hat. The last hat we will get is the Suave Gamblers Hat, and it is found just south of Goodsprings. So from the Prospector's Saloon, what you want to do is just head south following this road. Now, this hat has a particular requirement tied to it. In order to get this particular one, you will need to have the Wild Wasteland perk. So when you start the game and you are able to get certain perks, you will need to select the Wild Wasteland perk in order to see this hat. So basically what the Wild Wasteland perk does is that it generates some random encounters that you otherwise won't encounter if you don't get the perk. So in order to get this particular hat, you will need to have that particular perk selected when you start your game. Anyway, with that said, just follow the road, and shortly from around here, what you should see is a broken down fridge right over there. And as you approach the fridge, inside the fridge will be the Gambler's Hat right over there. There are many more hats in Fallout New Vegas, and these were just a few of them. If you instead want to learn about another headgear item that lets you breathe underwater, then click on the video you see on the screen now.